Pascal's law. Pascal's law tells us about the pressure of the fluid. There is fluid in a container. This fluid is applying pressure, and in which direction it is applying the pressure. Okay, for direction of the pressure. Earlier we have studied the pressure formula, that is force upon area, but we did not discuss, now we do, whether pressure is a scalar quantity or a vector quantity. The answer is pressure has a direction. Here this liquid is pressuring it in this direction. If I put a ball here, then the liquid molecules here are pressing it here, here pressure, here they press it in this direction, and the molecules here they press it in this direction. So in this liquid, what is the direction of pressure? It is omnidirectional, on the direction. Or in the other words, it do not have any particular direction. Because it does not have any particular direction, we say it is a scalar quantity, and direction is not to be specified for any given pressure. Rule is to be specified, and what is that rule? The pressure is always there on the surface of contact at right angle to it, So if this surface is here, this is the direction of pressure at this point, but the same liquid, when it is in contact with this surface, the direction of pressure is here. At this point it is in this direction, at this point it is in this direction. So this is the direction of pressure in all the directions. Therefore we don't need to specify the direction of pressure all over. At one point we do, So please remember that pressure is a scalar quantity. Some people are trying to tell student that it has got a direction, but at the same time it do not have a particular direction. So it is having some properties of vector, but it's not a vector. Similarly, because it has direction at any one point, we cannot tell it a scalar. So if it is not a vector and it is not a scalar, then what type of quantity it is? And they say a new name, that this is something like neither vector nor scalar, something else. Please don't go to that. It is very clearly in our textbooks that it is a scalar quantity, and go for that. Okay, now we come to this point again, Pascal's law. Pascal law says that at any point the pressure inside a fluid, at this point pressure inside a fluid is acting in all the directions, and it is acting in all the directions, up, down, this, and it is same in all the directions, Very simple. This is Pascal's law. So Pascal's law we write, this is Pascal's law. If we have a balloon, in the balloon fluid is filled up, air is also a fluid, liquid is also a fluid. So let us say the air is filled up. If I puncture it from here and put a gauge here, it will show me, say, 10. If I puncture it here and put a gauge here, this will also show me 10. This will also show me 10, and this will also show me 10. It is a very simple example that every direction has got the same amount of pressure. At every point the amount of pressure is same. Now if I insert a gauge here like this and put a gauge here, this will also show 10. So this is Pascal's law in all the directions. Now suppose here, okay, I change this pipe and I bring this pipe this way. At this point, at this face, what is the direction of pressure? Answer, this is the direction of pressure. This, like this. So, if I put this pipe this way, here is the opening. Then this is the direction of pressure, that is also 10. So, at any point inside, in any direction inside, the pressure is same. This is Pascal's law. If I put a fluid, if I put a solid in it, and that solid is this shape, this is the shape of that solid, just like a sandwich. On this surface, this is the pressure. On this surface, this is the pressure. On this surface, this is the pressure. And all the pressures are equal. The proof is that this solid does not move in any direction. So pressure from all the directions is equal. They balance each other. The solid remains there as it is. So that is the proof that pressures are equal. So please remember this example, this example, this example, and all these examples, and all these are what? Pascal's law. So this is Pascal's law. On the basis of Pascal's law, we are able to explain many things. The one thing what we must remember is this Pascal's law here, when we are considering, we are not considering the force of gravitation on the molecules of fluid or on the molecules of this solid. So Pascal's law, this we are learning not considering gravitational force. But practically on the surface of Earth, the gravitational force is everywhere. Then how this law will change when it is in the gravitational force? That we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.